Hey guys, with so many different ETFs on the market, some people are getting some analysis paralysis, and that is affecting the way you invest. I have gotten comments where people are saying, I have got all this money in XLK, but you just made a video about why VGT is a little bit better. Just stop overthinking about it. Just continue to invest and make it simple. In today's video, we're going to be talking about making your portfolio simple with just 4 ETFs. And that's it. Stop overthinking about it and start making the decision just to continue to invest every single day, every single week, every single month, and continue to invest for the long term. Hey guys, my name is Steve, and I run the Frugal Expat website where we try to help people to save more and invest better. And today we are talking about 4 ETFs is all you need to invest. Stop overthinking about and start making this investment journey simple and easy. The most frustrating thing is when you are seeing these videos that are saying, all right, we have 5 or 6 different dividend ETFs that you should pick. And it could be SCHD, FDVV, DGRO, VYM, DIVB, QQQI. The list could go on. And people are thinking, which one should I pick and choose? Well, here's the easy thing. Just pick one and continue to invest in the long run. But today we're going to be breaking down these 4 different ETFs. We're going to see which ones you could be adding to your portfolio or which categories can make you a simple, for fun portfolio. Let's get to it. Our first ETF is going to be a total stock market ETF. Now, there are several great ones on the market like VTI, VOO, SPLG, IVV, SPY, SCHB, and there are so many different ones out there that the list can go on and on. But today's pick, we're going to pick out VTI because I believe it's one of the best ones out there. It's got a low expense ratio of 0.03%, which means it costs $3 for every $10,000 invested. Now, this ETF tracks the total stock market, so it's got about 4,000 different holdings. It's got a great track record for a performance. In the last 10 years, it's averaged about 14%, but in the total, it's averaged anywhere between 10 to 11%, tracking around what the market does. It's got not only large caps, as in the top 500 companies on the US stock market, but it's also got mid caps and small caps. Now, the large caps do make up about 88% of this portfolio, so you have great companies like Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, you've got Amazon, Tesla, Berkshire Hathaway. These are some great companies that could be a part of your portfolio. Now, with this ETF, you could make it just a 1 ETF portfolio where you can just buy this and have it for the rest of your life and then continue to invest until the long term. Like I said, it's got an average return of anywhere between 10 to 11%, but the last 10 years, it's been about 14%. Now, the dividend yield is about 1.3%, so it's not going to make you those dividends and be rich, but it's going to kind of stay around the way the market kind of go up and down. So when the market goes down, it's going to go down. When it goes up, it's going to go up. So it's a great one that you could just buy and hold and kind of set it and forget it. But the reason I brought on this a total stock market index fund ETF like VTI, because it could be a great core to an amazing portfolio. It could be a core to a 3-fund portfolio where you have some growth and some stability, or even a great 4-fund portfolio, which we are talking about today. That's why I'm bringing up VTI. All right, let's get on to our next ETF. Now, ETF number 2 is going to be an international ETF. Now, some people may not like internationals. That's okay. You can skip this part and go on to the next ETF. But if you're looking for a good international exposure, there's several great international ETFs on the market. You have VXUS, you have SCHF, you have VGK, you have LVMI, you even have VYMI. There are so many great ones out there. So which one should you choose? Well, that's a great question. I have looked at performances, I've looked at dividends, I have looked at all sorts of different angles to see which one maybe I would choose to buy and hold. The greatest thing is just pick one and continue to buy and hold on this. But today's video, we're talking about one in particular, and that is VYMI. Now, this is an international dividend ETF, so you're going to have a dividend yield of around 4%. But the cool thing is, year-to-date performance alone, this ETF has done about 27%, which is beating a lot of the great ETFs on the market. So why do I like this one? Well, over the last 5 years, it's averaged about 14%, and since its inception, it's averaged about 9.8%. So that is a great way to look at it. It's got about 1,600 different companies, but it ranges from 1,000 to 1,600. So it's got companies like Toyota, Taiwan Semiconductors, Samsung. It's got companies that make good money, like in financials, you're talking about like the Bank of Canada or even the Commonwealth Bank of Australia. Now, this ETF has great dividends, it's got some great performance, and it's a great one to get some good international exposure. Now, you may not put all your money in it because, you know, internationals only does well maybe every so often, and right now in 2025, internationals is doing great. That's why this has a great price appreciation for the year to date. So when I'm looking for an international, I want a good exposure to a lot of different companies. Now, some people may want some emerging markets. Emerging markets may do well, maybe not, and you just gotta pick and choose which one you want. Now, most people go with VXUS because it holds everything, 8,000 different companies. Some people may just go with a European one like VGK, and some people may look at more like a developed country one like SCHF. I picked VYMI because it's got a great price appreciation or performance overall. It's got a good dividend yield, and it holds about 1,000 to 1,600 different companies. So if you're looking for a good international ETF, there are so many on the market. Just pick one and just stick with it. Mine is VYMI. Now, our next ETF on the market is going to be a dividend ETF, or something that gives you some income stability. Most people are going to put in maybe a bond or something that gives a little bit of some stability. I'm going to pick a dividend ETF. The reason I say that is because a lot of dividend ETFs have some pretty good performances. It's got some pretty good yields. Now, it's going to go up and down with the market, but maybe not as down far and maybe not up high as all those bull market ETFs do. But this one is going to bring some stability to your portfolio. Now, there are some great dividend ETFs on the market like SCHD, FDVV, DGRO, and VYM. Now, today's dividend ETF that I'm going to pick is DIVB. Now, DIVB is the iShares Core Dividend ETF. Now, the reason I picked DIVB is because it has a low share price. It's got a low expense ratio, it's got good performance, and a pretty good yield. Now, the expense ratio is sitting at a 0.05%, which means it costs about $5 for every $10,000 invested. It's got a yield of about 2.5%, so you're getting a pretty good yield. It's got good performance overall, which has ranged about 12% since its inception. So it's been around for about 8 years, so average it's about 12% per year. Now, this is beating VYM, it's beating SCHD, and it's beating some of the other great dividend ETFs on the market. Now, a great ETF could be FDVV, and I've mentioned FDVV in a lot of different videos, but today I wanted to mention DIVB. Now, DIVB's share price is around $50, so it's pretty cheap, and it's a great one that brings stability. It's got about 443 different holdings, with JP Morgan, Exxon, and Cisco being a part of this ETF. So it's got technology, and it's got financials and healthcare, making the top 3 sectors of this ETF. Now, unlike some of those old school dividend ETFs, it doesn't put in all those REITs and utilities and energy companies to create some of those big dividend yields. It's looking at some of those great companies that produce dividend yields. So those could be a lot of technology. Those could be some of those companies like Procter & Gamble and Walmart, but it's adding the great ones to make this a great dividend ETF that you could buy and hold in your portfolio. Now, you don't have to pick DIVB because I mentioned in this video, you can stick with the one you are using today. It could be SCHD. I started buying it in 2021, but has it changed? Yes. Should there be other dividend ETFs that you could pick and choose? Possibly. FDVV is a great one. DGRO is a great one. VYM is a great one. So there are some great ones. Just pick one and continue to buy and hold for the long term. In today's video, we have already gone over a total market index fund ETF. We've gone over a international dividend, and right now we're going to go over a growth one. Now, there are several great growth ETFs on the market like QQQ, VUG, VGT, SCHG. There are so many great growth ETFs out there. So which one should you pick and choose? You know, for me, I usually like VGT, but today's video, we're gonna be talking about one by Fidelity, and that is FTEC, which is the Fidelity Information Technology ETF. Now, FTEC is a great one because it's got a great expense ratio of 0.08%. The share price is around $220, $230, depending on when you watch this. It could be up, it could be down, but this one has an average return of about 22.40%. So it is one of the best ones that you can buy and hold for long term. Now, I said I like VGT, and that is very true, but FTEC has a cheaper expense ratio by about 1 basis point. It's got a cheaper share price by about $500. You can get it $500 cheaper with FTEC, and it's doing about the same performance wise to VGT. So why did I pick this one instead of VGT? Because, you know, I talk about VGT a lot, and you could just pick this one and it's going to be a little bit cheaper on your wallet. Now, that's great news to you. So if you're looking for a great technology ETF that's got some of the best ones like Nvidia, Palantir, Apple, Microsoft, and some of the best tech companies within its portfolio, this is a great one to buy and hold. I mean, it's also got Broadcom, it's got AMD. I mean, there are so many great technology companies within this ETF. So with this ETF, you're getting great share price, great expense ratio, great performance, great companies, and it's gonna help grow your portfolio. So like I said, you can pick. There are so many great growth ETFs out there, but today we're gonna be talking about FTEC. Now, I just talked about 4 great ETFs to make your portfolio simple and easy. I could have made this all about a Vanguard for ETF portfolio, or a Schwab, or even a Fidelity, but I tried to mix and match to make you guys look that there are several different great ETFs that you can buy and hold. Just make sure to look at, you know, a good total stock market ETF, a good growth one, a good international one, and a good dividend one. All of these combined can create a great portfolio to help you make everything simple. Just buy and hold, stick with your plan, and rebalance when it gets to the end of the year. Let me know in the comments, which ones do you like the best? Which ones do you not like? Are there some ETFs I should talk about in my next video? And if you continue to like this stuff, you know, make sure to hit your like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in our next video.